Today for Women's History Month, we recognize June Almeida. She serves as a role model for determination and innovation.
Born on October 5th, 1930 in Glasgow, Scotland, June always excelled in school, but upon graduation, couldn't afford to attend college to pursue her passion for science. She took a job as a lab assistant to help her parents pay the bills. Advancement was nearly impossible without a college degree, but after moving to Canada, she took a job as an electron microscopy technician, meaning she used a powerful electron microscope to take photos of specimens for research and diagnosis at the Ontario Cancer Institute in Toronto. She quickly earned a reputation for her work, and eventually, after proving many male doubters wrong, she was credited for identifying the B814 virus, the first identified human coronavirus. Her groundbreaking techniques are still used today by virologists.
Good morning, Trojans. It is March 6, 2023. It was on this day 3 years ago that we all left for spring break at the end of the day and did not return to the school building for another 8 months due to COVID-19.
Today's seniors were that year's freshmen. We took classes online from home, and we got lunches from the school in large plastic bags. We got to see our friends' faces in the halls, and then we would not see them again without masks for another 2 years.
Juniors were in the 8th grade, leaving for spring break, and they didn't even get to come into school until October. Many of them have been assigned a locker due to COVID, and they can remember their freshman year as being spent mostly at home.
Sophomores were in their 7th grade when the pandemic began, and only last year, when they were freshmen, did they get to see many of their friends' faces, when the mask mandate was removed a little before spring break.
And this year's freshmen, well, you actually got to start high school in a normal way, at least so far. You've gotten to go to sports, to walk in the halls without having to only walk one direction, and you don't have to have your teacher measure how far apart you are from another person when you sit at your seat.
The morning report also wants to take time to recognize how many people's lives were cut short by the pandemic. In America alone, we have had more than 1.1 million deaths, where COVID-19 was the underlying cause.
Worldwide, that number is believed to be close to 7 million. The most vulnerable are the elderly and those over 60, the obese, and those with pre-existing health conditions, like diabetes or a compromised immune system.
As we wrap up this segment, I want to encourage you to not take opportunities for granted. We know what it's like to have part of our educational experience taken away from us. And now that we have it back, no one knows what the spring break will bring us, just like we didn't know 3 years ago.
Care for one another, don't take your education for granted, and appreciate the fact that we are mask optional. But also, we are not hat optional, no hats in the halls.
Now today's Theater in Our Schools fact.
Theater flexes your brain and helps with development. Brains are not developed until their early to mid-20s. Being involved in theater, even by just watching a play, can help you.
For those who participate in the creation of theater, studies show that engagement with drama leads to more creative thinking and originality.
To increase your brain power, support Trojan Theater.
Ways to get involved include enrolling in theater class such as stagecraft or acting, audition for a production.
Hey, aren't we holding auditions for our last show of the year today and tomorrow?
Why, yes we are.
If the stage isn't the place for you, we have lots of opportunities on crew creating costumes, props, working with sound and lighting systems, and construction of the sets.
Join the Trojan Theater Call Board Google Classroom with the code on your screen.
If you're interested in being part of the Morning Report crew for next year, which he needs to fill some big spots because he's losing some great people, this week is your last opportunity to audition.
Email Mr. Palma at rpalma1@tps501.org to schedule an audition, or swing by room 231 to speak with him. Although be warned, you're going to have to speak with him a lot for the morning report.
And now to lunch. with whoever did it.
Welcome back to What You Eatin'. I'm Lily.
And I'm Adonai.
And today we're here with
Brandon Kutsky, and today for lunch, I really hope you have a driver's license or are willing to walk somewhere else, because for lunch today you're having pancakes and sausage, boneless buffalo wings. For you vegans out there, you get a black bean burrito and a cowboy chicken sandwich. I'm so glad nothing has changed at lunches. I'm so sorry for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's What You Eatin'.
Trojan Cup is looking for special talent for next school year. Benefits include free employee drinks, work experience, volunteer hours, and scholarship funds. Stop by and grab an application.
The honor roll assembly is Thursday during Trojan time. To be recognized, your fall GPA must be a 3.5 or higher.
Questions may be directed to Miss Lewis in room 236.
If you are interested in trying out for the dance team, scan the QR code found right here. Join the Google Classroom with the code DEMNB4R or talk to Miss May in room 223. Tryouts are the week after spring break.
Shout out to the Trojan track team. They've been gearing up for the season.
And now for upcoming events. After school, we got the spring play auditions in the auditorium.
And at 7 p.m., we have an orchestra concert.
What? Woo!
That's all we have for you today. I've been Ads.
I've been Matthew. Towers up.
Have a great short week.